It's been an interesting week, and I know it's been a very emotional day for many people. But what we have right here, right now, is beautiful. Because we have a movement. We have a coalition. We have people that are coming together from all different races, all different backgrounds.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. And let's remember why we came together. We came together to fight for social and economic justice for all people. We came together to fight to make sure that in the state of Illinois, that in the city of Chicago, that in the United States, that across this globe, people have a right to health care, people have a right to homes, people have a right to living wages, people have a right to freedom.
Yeah.
Yep. Despite today's emotions, we're going to keep pushing forward. We're going to keep fighting together. And I know, and I'm more certain now than ever, that we are going to win Medicare for all, a $15 living wage today. We are going to win affordable child care for our working parents. We are going to win free college tuition for our students. So tonight we're going to have a drink. We're going to hug it out. And tomorrow we continue building our movement. The important work of standing with the exploited, of building that diverse coalition, of building the world that we know we need and we deserve. Is that right? We're gonna get it done. Are we that movement? Thank you all so much for being here tonight. It means so much to be with so many friends and to be with my family. I just really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I was honored to be selected to be Senator Daniel Biss's running mate as Lieutenant Governor. Over the last 6 days, it became clear that despite us agreeing in a two-state solution, despite us agreeing that the state of Illinois should not pursue the boycott, divestment, and sanctions of Israel, our disagreements on the role that the boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement plays at the federal level would mean that we could not continue forward as a ticket. While I'm no longer on the ticket, I'm going to continue to fight for all those things that attracted me to this race and that attracted me to this ticket. Fighting for Medicare for all, fighting to make sure that we have affordable child care, fighting to make sure that we have free college tuition, fighting to make sure that we have a $15 living wage today, not tomorrow. And I'm going to be focused to continue building that movement. So I'm so grateful to the thousands of people that had confidence in me, in our movement, and ultimately our movement is bigger than any single race, because what we're doing is we're bringing people together from all backgrounds to fight for the things that we need desperately, and that's social and economic justice for all people. That's a program that uplifts working people and makes sure that we have a government of, for, and by the people, not a rich and powerful few.
And if you could amplify for a moment your support for boycott and what it would mean to Illinois.
So I've been consistent in my position, and what I've said is that we need to find a successful way for the U.S. federal government to exert pressure and show international leadership to bring about a two-state solution. A two-state solution that recognizes Israel's right to exist, a two-state solution that ends the occupation of Palestine and ensures the humanity of the Israeli and Palestinian people. And I believe that the nonviolent boycott, divestment, and sanction movement is part of that conversation that needs to take place to figure out how does the U.S. government exert that pressure to bring about that two-state solution. I've been consistent in my opposition to BDS at the state and local level because I feel that it is a federal issue. So I believe that when local governments get involved, ultimately we are trying to supersede the federal government in a foreign policy matter.
So what is Illinois' role then in shaping foreign policy through these sort of movements?
So I believe that that is a conversation that needs to happen at the federal level. It needs to be a constructive dialogue, one that brings people together and says, how is the U.S. being a force for peace? How is the U.S. being a force for reconciliation? And I believe that the nonviolent BDS movement is part of that constructive dialogue.
Do you feel that the people's voice at a local level, at their state level, is being heard?
So one of the reasons why I ran in this race is because I think that we have a government that is too beholden to big corporations, to deep-pocketed campaign contributors. And so I said we need to make sure that we have a government formed by the people. We need to make sure that we're building a movement and entering the halls of power together, and that eventually we elect officials that are accountable to the people that elected them. So that's what I've been working on, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to continue to build that movement that fights for our progressive issues. And there's so many people here tonight that are part of that movement, and I'm looking forward to continue talking to them. So this is going to be the end of the interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.